You know what is one of the toughest things to do in life? Is learning who to take advice from. Let me explain to you what this means. This is not one of these rah-rah, go get the right advisor, mentor, life will change. No, I never put weight on who's given the advice. Think about it this way. The world is filled with wisdom. How come only a small percentage wins at the highest level? Is it the person giving the advice? Or is it the person receiving the advice? What do you mean? Let me explain. If today, in my mind, I want to convince myself to leave my family, I can intentionally take any advice given by anybody and turn it in the direction of what I want to hear. Not because the advice that people are giving me. Like you can sit there and talk to somebody and somebody's going to say, let's just, you're going through marital issues and somebody says, well, you know, one of the things is, well, unless 99% of the stuff they say is about you staying together. The 1% they say no. The only thing, if you only want to hear that 1%, that's the only thing you'll take. So it's not the person giving the advice. I'm not trying to kind of get you confused here. Let me go a little layer deeper than that. Here's another thing that's confusing. I got a call the other day from one of our guys that I work with, and she said, hey, Pat, I got a call from somebody that's in their 70s, and they were giving me advice, and it was very confusing. I said, tell me why it was confusing to you. Because it was advice being given for me to slow down. I said, how did you process that? And she says, I couldn't understand it. I said, well, tell me more. I'm not giving any feedback. I'm just trying to see what she says. She says, one, why are they giving us this advice? Two, do you think they're giving me the advice from their current situation? Or do you think they're giving it from their failures that they made and it didn't work out for them? Or do you think they're giving me the advice from where I'm at today? When she started asking me those questions, guess what's the first thing I thought about? I said, she knows how to take advice. Does that make sense? Like she's weighing it all out and she's processing it and saying, why would this person say something? Let me explain something to you even deeper with this. So think about it this way. Let's just say I'm 73 and I'm worth a couple $100 million. And you come and ask me, hey, what does it feel like to have a couple $100 million? And I say, that's not what you think it is. It's really not what you think it is. And you're kind of like, oh, really? And you were planning on working your tail off to go make a couple $100 million. No, it's not really what it's, you're like a little confused. But then as you peel the layers of the onion, you start realizing this person may have just lost somebody in their lives. Maybe they just got news a month ago that their son, who became a great lawyer, started making $500,000 a year income and went to the right school, everything. And this person put so many years into the son, but he's got a cocaine addiction that they can't drop, or a pain medication addiction they can't. You don't know the whole story of the advice. Very rarely will a 72-year-old or a 63-year-old or an 81-year-old in that situation give you advice that's best needed for you at the 32-year-old age, because they've been disconnected from 32 for 40 years. You understand what I'm saying? They've been disconnected from you for 40 years. So they're only giving you advice from a 72-year-old to a 30, whatever your age is. 32, this girl that called me, let's just say she's in her early 30s. That advice is only coming from not thinking about where you're at. So for me, I talk to a lot of people say, Pat, don't you think it's a bad idea, all these people you're talking, some of them are mobsters, some of them are this. I'm not worried about who's giving me the advice. I'm concerned about fixing how I process the advice. I don't care who gives me advice. People give me advice every day. I watch TV, CNN, Fox, MSNBC, ESPN, radio, books, magazines. Everybody's giving you advice. What does that have to do with me? That doesn't mean I'm taking everybody's advice. But if you have made up your mind on a shortcut or a way out, or a way that you don't want to do the work, I guarantee you, your advice you receive from everybody around you will be exactly what you want to receive. And then one day you're going to look back and say, damn it, I screwed up. Look at this entire Antonio Brown situation. Oh, Pittsburgh, they don't take care of their people. Roethlisberger, coach this, coach that. He leaves. Oh, I want to be a Raider. Helmet, I don't like the helmet. Fine, use this helmet. And then John Gruden calls him. John, what's going on, man? Do you just want to play or what? You guys want me to be the Raider? I want to be a Raider. what do you want to do? And then boom, Instagram post, release me. And then they release him. Then he does a video, oh my gosh, grandma, they released me. They released me. And then video goes viral. He uses John Gruden's recording. Then Bill Belichick comes and picks him up. Why? Bill Belichick knows how to work with Randy Moss and those kinds of players. He picks him up. And then he goes to New England. Then he goes to New England Patriots. First game, scores a touchdown. Then he's got some personal life allegations. Then the Patriots drop him. You know what happens after the Patriots drop him? When Belichick drops you, that is not good reputation. Because Bill Belichick, everybody follows him. What he does is what everybody does. So if the guy everybody is respecting drops you, there is a statement being made. So why did that happen? Again, who is Brown taking advice from? And how is he processing the advice? I have a lot of people in my family, my loved ones, that love me. I don't take their advice. Just because you love me, that doesn't qualify as advice. That's not the qualification. So, look, I know you've been watching this for a few. Look, what is the message you're trying to convey to me? The message I'm trying to convey to you is the call I got this week from one of our best leaders in the company that I'm working with. She's so brilliant. I am so impressed by the fact that she questioned the advice being given to her based on the phase of her life she's currently in. That is wisdom at a young age. And I think everybody can learn from this, to think about at what age to take advice from who and what level they're at. It's a complete different story. Hope that made sense to you. If you're confused, don't worry about it. Go watch a cat video or motivational video, or go watch a prank video to kind of get yourself back into being normal. But if this made sense to you on how and who to take advice from, then good for you. My job was done with today's video. Aside from that, I'm out here in Napa Valley right now. My son's turning 6. Came out here at Yountville at an insurance company conference with National Life Group, and I wanted to send this message to you. Have a killer week, everybody. Love you. Bye-bye.